Hi there and welcome to Inspired Moments. This week's question comes from Sarah and she says, I want to take on more clients, but I need help. How can I do this without sacrificing my revenue or taking a step backwards? Hi, I'm Natasha Mitchell, owner of Inspire and Drive and creator of the Unstructured Blueprint and the Unstructured Business Method. And here's the answer to today's questions. Sarah, there comes a time in any growing business when it becomes physically impossible to keep trying to do everything yourself, particularly if you want to scale and grow. And at that point, it's time to do things a little bit differently. When this happens, you've got a couple of options. Number one is just stop taking on any new clients, and that way you'll stay at the current level, you won't feel overloaded, and you might even decide to cut back a bit. If you decide to take that option, you're going to start plateauing out, and you may already be experiencing that to some degree. Second option you have is keep the same number of clients, but increase your prices. That way you're making some more revenue in the short term and but not having to take on a whole lot of new work or build a big team. With this option, you may end up reaching the same plateau again, or there may come a point that your market cannot sustain a continued increase in prices. The third option is to hire help, and then you are able to expand and take on more clients and do more work. Of course, there are many other options, and an alternative option to this is you could change your whole business model and look at ways to do more group or automated online programs and things like that. But we're going to leave that and tackle that problem for another day. So if your goal is to serve as many people as possible and take on more clients, then a combination of option 2 of increasing your prices and option 3 of getting help might be your next best step. If you increases the prices a little on your existing products and services, that may help you cover the cost of hiring a new person in the short term and give you the opportunity to start serving a few more clients where you can cover that ongoing cost of a person's salary. When you're thinking about hiring, you can either decide to hire someone who is already experienced and has the exact skills you need, or train someone up. And of course, there's pros and cons to every one of those options. A more experienced person generally costs a little bit more, but should take up less of your time to train them up. And of course, a less experienced person is generally cheaper, but does require more of your time equity as you train and mentor them up. So in the short run, both have an associated cost, but in the long run, you'll be able to meet your goals of serving more clients, creating more money. So as people become more experienced, you can delegate more work and you can also step out of a lot of the day-to-day. So the added benefit is that you're freeing up your time too, and perhaps can start enjoying life a little bit more. The decision is very much a financial one, and you should definitely run your numbers before you get help to decide how quickly you should grow and the best option for where you are right now. But it's important to recognize that sometimes you need to make that upfront investment in any kind of resource, whether it's a more experienced person, they may be able to get up and running more quickly and handle a bigger workload more quickly than a less experienced person. But it really just depends on the type of work that you need them to do. So regardless of whether you're hiring for experience or potential, you want your staff to get up and running really quickly, and you want them to be generating more income for you as quickly as possible, because now you have an additional expense to cover. To help with this, it's important and helpful to spend some effort right at the outset to communicate the expectations of the roles and the job and the duty, and document your processes so that it's easy for people to follow along, know what you want them to do, and get up to speed really quickly. And the final thing is you should regularly check in with your employees to make sure that they're on the right track, and if you need to correct anything, that can be done quickly. I think the mindset shift here is that when your business is starting to experience experience more growth, you should consider any changes or additions as more of a pause than a step back, or that you're losing out on something. In the long run, it's about making a shift from solopreneur in your business into the role of CEO, and that will help you sustain your health of yourself and your business in the long run. And remember, sometimes you need to make an investment for it to pay off down the track. So let me ask you a question. Are you at a plateau in your business, or are you putting off making the investment in time or money to get the help that you really need so that you can scale up to the next level? Let me know in the comments below whether option 1, do nothing, option 2, perhaps increases your prices in the short term, or option 3, try and get some help, would be the most beneficial for you right now, and it may be a combination of all of those. That's all for this week. Now let's go break some rules and stay inspired.